It is finally the day. I am so happy about all of this, guys. I have been planning on making a Bakudeku wedding video for the channel's birthday for months. The wedding takes place on the 15th of October. The reason why I am releasing this video today and why that is their wedding date is that exactly 1 year ago, I released my Bakudeku video. That video is a really important one. It is the one that opened the doors to the world of Bakudeku in this channel. I hope you liked how Bakudeku has been portrayed in my channel up until now, and that you will continue to do so. This video belongs to my canon lore. Sit back and enjoy the beginning of this wonderful day. The following scenes take place in real time. Think about it like a scene in a play. It was finally the day. Flowers had been bought, suits had been tailor-made, decorations had been placed everywhere. The preparations were complete. In one of the rooms for the grooms, Minasu, Yurerika, Jiro and Todoroki were all surrounding Deku. OMG 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 OMG, it's finally the day, super duper excited, star-eyed faces galore. Mina, calm down. One would think you're the one getting married, laughing faces, cause Mina is basically jumping up and down. With how much time she took planning this, one would say it's become her wedding as well, laughing face. Although it hasn't, so don't say it, sweet smiling face that wants his day to be only his and Kachan's and won't allow for anyone else to have any claims on it. Laughing faces, cause Deku really likes his spotlight today. Mitsuki and I really did pour out hearts into this ceremony. I hope you'll like it, Deku, we did our best, kind of grin. I'm sure I will, honestly, happy face. But why are all of you girls here? Awkward face that was sitting alone 1 minute and next thing he knew his room had been swarmed by the girls with no apparent explanation. And Todoroki, don't forget about him, their kind of smiling face. Todoroki is my best man. He is supposed to be here. I've read all of the books and am ready for any situation, confident emoji that took his best man role really seriously and spent a lot of time doing research for this. But what about y'all? It is customary for the bride to have her girlfriends helping her before the wedding begins, super grinning face. But there is no bride at this wedding, we are two men, Jiro, kind of laughing faces. Do you really think Bakugo is gonna let us do his hair? Just imagine us barging into his room. Oh no, from the two options you were the most plausible one, kind of laughing face that is imagining Bakugo's reaction to their saying they want to do his hair. You're gonna do my hair? Face that was not expecting this at all and was planning to go with his natural curls and is now a bit afraid of what they're suggesting. They all take brushed and hair supplies from behind their backs. So that's why you weren't turning around. I thought it was kinda weird how you were moving in such a way that your backs wouldn't be to me, kind of face. What about Momo and Toru? They wanted to come but there was a limit as to how many people were allowed here. We had to leave some people behind and after much deliberation this was the result, super sad face. PFT, it's my wedding. I think we can bend the rules a little, grinning face. Oh great, cause I was already here, grinning face of a Toru that actually came into the room with everyone but has been silent up to now. Dots of a Deku that just jumped in his seat from her sudden appearance. Don't do that, smiling face of a person whose heart is beating really fast because of the scare. I'll go look for my dress and call Momo, grinning face, because after all these years her suddenly appearing and scaring people still works. Toru leaves the room. Let's begin, girls. Faces that are wondering if letting them do this is a wise idea but is seeing that he is also surrounded on all sides by some very determined girls which will be impossible to escape from. They all begin to work on Deku's hair while Todoroki asks him questions. Okay, so you do not need a wedding garter? Again. No. What about wedding cufflinks? Already got mine. That book is really inclusive, laughing. You've been asking things that both brides and grooms would need, like a veil and a flower for my chest pocket. Okay, last question. Are you nervous? No. What? You're not nervous? Faces of disbelief. No. Not one bit. Not one bit. Dude, even I was a nerve wreck at my wedding. Faces that are remembering her sweating through everything, even thought she's usually calm about stuff. Oh, and do you remember Toru's wedding? Laughing face. She wasn't very nervous. The groom though, super laughing faces at remembering it. So you're not nervous in the slightest? Because I have a lot of teas and hot towels for that. I am not nervous at all. I have been looking forward to this for a really long time. I don't have any doubts at all. I love him. And I know he loves me. If anything, I just want to be at the altar already. Super grinning face that has no fears at all and is eager to be married to the love of his life. Silence from everyone in the room as they look at him. ... Sounds like a nice feeling to have. Smiles genuinely and closes the book because he clearly doesn't need this anymore. Deku super crying faces galore cause that little speech. Even more crying. They really do love each other. Smiling face with tears that are threatening to spill. Momo and Tori walk in. Thank you Deku for letting us. Mina Eureka, why are you crying? Your makeup faces of absolute horror because their mascara is running down their faces in streams. Happy laughing face because he is truly happy and enjoying this time with his friends in this very important day. Meanwhile, in the other groom's room. This tie is better. Dude, you changed it 7 times already. I won't marry in the beeping wrong tie, you electric Bakugo. They are all the same but this one is a shade darker. Man, I am telling you it is not. What kind of best man are you? You can't even tell the difference in the ties. Tokoyami, tell him it's all the same. Why am I here? Smiling face with a tear of a man who was brought into this room and has been sitting through 30 minutes of this same argument without much recognition for his existence. To bring some common sense, I knew we were gonna be like this, so you need to calm us all down. Kind of smiling face. Okay, I am wearing this one. Finally face that can finally be hopeful about moving on to the next subject. Although maybe, oh no, I accidentally electrocuted the other tie. It's all burnt now. Guess you'll have to marry in that one. What can one do? Kind of smiling face that obviously burnt the tie on purpose. Are you trying to sabotage my wedding? Explosions ready to pounce on Denki at any second. ... Bakubro. What is all of this really about? Huh? What do you mean? It's definitely not about a tie. I've known you long enough to know you wouldn't be so upset about something so ridiculous as that. Kind of face. Yes it is. No it's not. Don't try to lie to me. Kind of faces that know him too well to know he's all defensive now cause I'm onto him. You do seem rather nervous. Concerned face. Is that it? You're just nervous? Surprised face that never considered Bakugo would get nervous at his wedding cause. Well, he is Bakugo after all. I am not nervous. Why would I be nervous? Tokoyami, why are you even suggesting that? Super angry faces galore. Please let me leave and join the others at the wedding hall. Kind of smiling faces with tears. What are you nervous about anyway? Oh my gosh, are you having second thoughts? Faces of complete horror. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Wait, Todoroki told me something about this. Quick, we need warm towels and tea. Let's get them fast before he runs away. Kind of super desperate faces that as the best man can't let the groom run away because of his fears. I am not getting cold feet, you bunch of idiots. Faces that feel like he's watching the Three Stooges trying to solve a problem. Then what is it, man? Very concerned face. ... He can't say no now, right? What? He can't beeping say no now, right? You mean Deku? No, I mean Shin. Yes, of course I mean Deku. Who else? Kirishima? Oh my, he was really nervous about this. Kind of faces. He already said yes to marrying me, so he can't back down now, right? Oh, so that was it. Well, technically he can. Face that is just thinking out loud without much regard for the effect of his words. Faces that are looking at him like why? Face that is suddenly petrified and in shock. Face that finally understood why the others are looking at him like that. ... We need to burn the building. There's no wedding. He can't say no, guys. There is no emoji to describe the psychopathic face Bakugo has right now. He is convinced he must burn the building and is actually smiling. Bakugo, no ehem, if I may. I have seen you and Deku together for a very long time. And the love you two have for each other. It's really special. So to your question. Can he say no? Yes, he can. But the question you should focus on is, will he say no? Definitely not. He probably can't wait to marry you. ... Dude emotional face. Dude full on crying face cause that was so touching. ... I guess it's not a bad thing that you're here. Smiling face that is glad he could be of help, although he still wants to leave just in case. After a while, it's time for the grooms to be alone with their best man as the wedding will start soon. Kirishima stays with Bakugo and Todoroki stays with Deku, although Mina stays behind too since she's still working on his hair. The rest of the Baku squad and Deku squad all meet in the hall of the place where the ceremony will be held. I think everything is ready, super grinning face. Except for Deku's hair. Mina was really taking her sweet time with that kind of face. Okay, we just need to have the rings ready. Bakugo gave his to his squad and Deku gave it to us. Let's have them ready to give to the ring bearer. Face that is totally calm because he is really on top of this whole situation. Of course. Puts his hands into his pockets to take out the ring with a smile. Smile diminishes as he starts patting his other pockets. No more smile as he pats. Denki. Smiling face that is really hoping the patting doesn't mean what he thinks it does. Full on frantic patting. Denki face that is sure of what the patting means. I had it on me. You lost it? It was in my pocket. What, just loose in your pocket? You should have kept it in a box like me. Ida looks for the box in his pocket. His hand comes out empty. Frantic patting. Now they're just both patting their pockets and everywhere. Ida, you lost the ring? It was in a box in my pocket. Guys, the wedding starts in 30 minutes. Faces of complete horror. Faints. Ida was okay after some minutes. Guys, what do we do now? With Ida's fainting now, there's only 20 minutes left until the wedding starts and we don't have the rings, and it was literally our only job. Kind of distressed faces. Deku might forgive us, but Bakugo faces that don't even want to imagine what he'll do. Deku will forgive nothing. This is the biggest day in his life. If anything, we should be more afraid of Deku than Bakugo. You don't know how invested he is in today. If it goes wrong and it's our fault, we might never see the light of day again. Kind of faces. Okay Gust, let's split to search. We have no time to waste at all. Kind of thumbs up. They searched everywhere, but they couldn't find any ring. Okay. Time for plan B. I used to do this at school all the time. They run to Momo, we need rings. Super crying faces. What? Very surprised faces because suddenly she is surrounded by many people with pleading faces, some of whom are actually crying. They explain the situation to her. Faces that can't believe they actually lost the rings. We'll donate the money for the rings so this won't affect the economy, just like we did in high school when I needed last minute supplies. Kind of hopeful faces. Please Momo face that is about to have another nervous breakdown. Guys, so you lost the wedding rings? Ha as expected of class A. Super condescending laughing faces galore. Manama, not now. But I overheard what you were saying and out. Fine annoyed face that still complies. Momo, you were saying? Smiles as if nothing had happened. Manama sure has it rough. Kind of smiling face. Guys, I'd love to help you, but I can't make gold rings in 10 minutes. Gold is not easy to make, it takes a lot of time. And even if we used a simpler metal, we don't have a picture of the rings to make a replica. I'm so sorry guys, but there is no way right now. Kind of apologetic face. Smiles that are looking at how Momo has been called to take her seat and is seeing how their last hope is leaving. Smiling faces that never even considered this plan would not work. It was nice knowing you guys. Thumbs up that accepts his fate. We had a good run. Thumbs up. We had fun. Smiling face that knows there's nothing else to do now. I guess we should go and tell them. Smiling face that has already let go of all hope. They suddenly hear a voice from behind them. Tell them you lost their rings. Your only job at this wedding? They all turn around. Sensei. As I told you many times, I am not your teacher anymore. Secondly, you don't need to tell them anything. Why not? Face that is wondering if he is allowed to hope once more. Denki, your ring fell out when you were at the bathroom. Face that never noticed. Ida, your box with the ring fell out of your pocket while you were chasing some kids while yelling the rules of behavior for the wedding earlier. Does this mean face that is so hopeful it might cry? I found both of them. Sensei, super crying faces cause their lives will be spared. Sensei, more crying. Sensei, even more crying. Sensei, thank you so much. Thank you Sensei. Again, I am not your teacher anymore. Could you please give them to us? Super smiling face. I don't have them anymore. Already gave them to the ring bearer. A kid walks past them holding a little cushion with both rings with one hand while the other is in his pocket. He looks really chill and unfazed and cool. Looks like my son is better at looking after the rings than you lot. Faces that can't really deny that. School has been over for years, but you're still saving a sensei super thankful crying faces galore. That I am. Now let's go sit. The ceremony is starting. Indeed, music starts to play. All the guests sit, as one groom waits at the altar, and the other one is about to walk towards him. Part 2 of the wedding will be up in a few days, and after that I will pin the link for the video in the comment section. Stay tuned. If you like this part, comment a wedding ring emoji, or as many as you want to. See you guys soon.